And we are live. Welcome everybody to part 2 of the Ficsit Networks mod stream. Welcome Peter, welcome I am Chicken. So we get the first early adopters. Again, to Peter, I'm really sorry that I messed up the setting of the time. And you probably waited like, I don't know, an hour or two on the stream, which wouldn't start for 12. Hi, Trollfaust, how are you? Well, I hope you all had a wonderful week. And I'm really excited for the stream today. Glad that you see it that way. I just have a little issue I just saw a minute ago, which I want to fix first. This is that plastic here. For some reason... Oh no. Okay, it's working now. Oh, maybe that was just a visual bug. Okay. Well, so the goal for today is going to be that I have a splitter here for plastic. I actually want to move it up 2 lanes, and I want to set it in a way that it only takes plastic off the lane if those constructors are needing it. Actually, I thought about maybe even only that they only take it off if the refineries need empty canisters. So yeah, probably something like that. I have been pretty good. And good morning at Quick Ben, by the way. Well, it's afternoon for me, so it's 3 p.m. for me. So our refiners are working. We actually need to overclock them as well. Yeah, the main problem I do have is I know I'm producing too much fuel for those machines and not producing enough plastic. It's well, I got it doesn't matter for today. That's something I'm probably going to fix in my regular stream. So I'm not going to bother with that. The only important thing is I need to be able to 150, 160-ish around oil. We're at 80 at the moment, so we're probably going to overclock them all. Double the output, and that should give me enough throughput. Actually, let's not do that. Because if they are slower, it's well making the modding here. Because I need this machine to fill up in order for the programming to do anything. So, yeah. So, okay, but first let's head back to base. I hope you all remember what we did last week. I did one more thing off stream, and that was unlocking all the nodes. Because each of them had a 20 or has a 20-minute cooldown till the flyer comes back. And yeah, I didn't want to wait through that. Also, we had the problem with doubling nodes, you probably remember from last stream. And wait, that wasn't the full. That's, by the way, the reason I need to redo this accelerator. Because sometimes it jumps lanes and then I'm just not even close to far enough. Okay. Yeah, sure. What's your question? If I can, I'm glad to explain it. Even though that's not going to be the main thing on the stream today. Okay. So yeah, that was our small setup we did last week. So we changed the lights in order to see if those two constructors are working. And like I said, I unlocked all the nodes. So we're going to have a look into those again. So basic networks, all of those stuff you already knew. Flow control, that's what we're going to need today for sure, the callable splitter. Speaker pole, indicator pole, we didn't use those yet. Modular I/O, we already used those, of course. You have the large control panel outside. Digital storage, yeah, we're going to use them. Because I have actually an idea of what to do with them. Okay, computer graphics, probably not going to go into today. So that's basically it. So you can overclock a pump on a pure oil node, and it says the production is 600 meter squared, but the most I can get, the pipe's 300 meter. Correct. No, there's no way to get an advantage of this 600 cubic meter capacity. So you are limited to the pipe. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a solution for that with the next big update. I would be surprised if we don't. Okay, so let's head to our computer and let's see network mods. I want to that's only for hard drives. Okay, so we might even not need it for the floppy. That would be nice, actually. No. Yeah. Okay, we need some more. Iron rods. Let's go back down. Okay. So um so there's nothing for what. There's nothing I can place the floppy into. So we probably need to build a drive folder after all. And we need screws for that. 10. Okay. You know what? Let's just take one small stack. Yeah, it is really beautiful. There's just one small thing I'm a little bit missing, and that is on the normal outputs I can take individual items, which is really useful for stuff like that, so I could just click 10 times and have 10 screws. I'm missing that a little bit. But otherwise, really nice one. Okay, so let's try to build a drive folder. Oh, right. Okay, probably didn't need a drive folder. Well, it doesn't matter. Fantastic. Okay, that is a little bit more complicated than I thought. What I actually wanted to do with the floppies is to be able to save some code snippets. And I guess that doesn't work so easy. Well, let's look into it in the annual documentation. Right. So, items. Drive. That drive has a graphical user interface to identify the file system and use address. Use an address of an dev device. That's stored in item state. Yeah, okay. Um, okay. Um, this is using Lua script, yes. Um, so the yeah, okay, it makes a little bit sense. The drive is interesting to, or drives are interesting to um, move whole tables and stuff like that. But isn't really interesting to move code or to save code. You could probably do it, but well, there's no real reason to do it actually. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to save my code just outside in Notepad or stuff like that, or in the Lua. Okay. Well, yeah, just as a small. Remember last time we did look how to get an ID from Nix, and how to get the reference of an component over with this ID. We did some addressing of buttons and didn't did what did we do here? Right, we had a look how the events are working, and I had this event just to have an breaker 2-second interval, and then we had a while loop running through yeah, while loops running through, and it changed the color of the buttons depending on the state of the constructors. So we watched the progress of a constructor, and if a constructor's progress isn't higher than the last time we looked, so 2 seconds before, it's going to give us a red light, otherwise it's going to give us a green light. This will also give us a green light for 2 seconds if a new loop is starting, so a new product is started to produce, which actually isn't that bad. Okay, but today we're going to have a look into the smart splitters, sorry, the codable splitters. And to do that, we actually should check while we're still here if we have everything to produce them. Okay, so I need one codable splitter. Actually, I have one, probably want to have two. So let's do two. We need some network poles for sure. So let's say 10. We have enough stuff for network cable, that will be fine. We need a computer case, CPU, RAM, I think nothing else. Okay, so let's get this stuff. I can't really help much more as I'm here to learn a bit myself. Yeah, that's fine. That's what the stream is for. Just copy pasting is probably more convenient. Yes. Yeah. By the way, I also couldn't find any function to give you the building type. Yeah. Oh, you came from the Discord, I see. Yeah. I actually hoped Panacotta would stake to that, or even maybe be here. I have only 2 crystal oscillators left. Oh wow. Okay. So that's not good. Okay. Let's see. How complicated is it to handcraft crystal oscillators? 105. I didn't know that we're going to need so many crystal oscillators. Here they are. Okay, we have enough from those. We have enough from those. We need quartz crystals en masse. Seems. That doesn't seem too bad to produce them. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, let's handcraft them real quick. I'm just going to start that, and that way I can concentrate a little bit on the chat. So if you have any questions, this would be the perfect time to ask, because we're probably going to have a few minutes in a moment where we just look at me clicking over and over to produce the oscillators. Okay. Don't forget the search function for recipes. Yeah, right. I really always forget them. The only search function I'm using is for building machines. And somehow I really often forget that there are search functions for other stuff. So actually, while we're doing that, why don't we set I need a few for Handcraft. Set this to produce them as well. Right. By the way, that way you can see what I meant. We should get oh, is the program running? No, the program isn't. Oh wait, what? Why? I got a nil value. Where did I get a nil value? All right. So, actually, why isn't the terminal... Did the terminal ID change between sessions? Wait. It's E35 something. Oh. No. Oh. But it doesn't show me. What? Oh, there's no connection anymore. Where, what? Okay. Network cable. So for some reason, that network cable was deleted. Now it's working. Now we have our green light, which should turn red when it produced one item. Let's wait for that. Come on. Don't be so slow. Oh, right. I totally forgot I did that. I underclocked the machine because I didn't want to go to the resources as fast. Now with our new goal, maybe that wasn't so smart to keep. That's something I really don't like. That it saves always the last underclock unless you restart it. Okay, now we have red and it switches to green again. And actually it has some problems now because it is switching too fast. So to avoid that, we can change the PAL to 0. Let's do 3. That way we have a faster interval. And you see it's still switching to red, but only just for 0.3 seconds. Okay. So let's handcraft some as well. Well, actually, I think the machine is faster than me, so what we're going to do is we're going to start handcrafting oscillators. Yeah, thanks for the warning with the 70%. Yeah, I did need some time to get this. Yeah, exactly the same thing. The network seems to just have disconnected. I was really surprised by that. no power. That's the easy for that. Let's get some more cables and reinforced iron plates. We'll wait. Oh. Okay. And cables. Since I rearranged everything, I really need to look sometimes where the stuff is. Oh, that's nice to know. I would probably have done that later today as well. But good to know that you already did that. Going to handcraft some of those as well. It will be faster. I guess if I want to use more of the networks mod, I really should build a manufacturer for crystal oscillators next. Which actually isn't such a hard build. Reinforced iron plates isn't really difficult. Cables isn't difficult. Yeah. Should be alright. Okay. Oh, we're getting there. Shouldn't take too long to get to the 100. We're already at 20. And with the machines helping us, should be getting pretty fast now actually. Producing 2 crystal oscillators per craft, so that should be alright. And otherwise, how are you guys doing? So I'm trying to associate your names. I think Trophos, you came from the Ficsit Networks Discord, right? Peter, I'm pretty sure I know you from YouTube already. I think you have commented on some of my videos somewhere around the line. Quickben, I don't think I heard your name till now. um, correct me, but you either you don't have well, probably you don't have written something anywhere till now, or maybe I just missed something, which is a high possibility for me that I missed something because I have a terrible, terrible memory. But in the case that I'm wrong and you haven't wrote anything anywhere yet, I would be interested. Ah, come on. To know where you find me from. Yeah, there are really only a few people active on Discord. Actually, I just remade the Discord, so in order to read any Satisfactory related stuff like that, you have to react to a post from me now, and I have, I think, 10 people who actually even caught that I changed the Discord and reacted to this post. Oh, that's nice. And how did you find out about the stream in the first place? Okay, I think we're going to need some more crystals. Or have you already been describing on my channel, Troy? So, and we are back. So, quartz. I was looking up sources to get into Ficsit networks. Well, I hope you found the stream really helpful. That was mainly the main. Yeah, well, that's actually the main reason for me to doing the streams, to show how to learn it yourself. So, how far along did you got so far? Ah, nice, Peter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have lots of people coming from Total. I mean, actually, Total's video and Total's Discord are the main reason I even started to do YouTube. So that way, he is like my my parent channel. I don't know. Uh, pretty sure I would never have done YouTube if he wasn't there. So not like that he encouraged me to start that or so, but just because he created the Discord and we spoke with when people asked me something about my factory. I did a video, and the video did surprisingly well for an unknown YouTuber with a few hundred views or so. And my girlfriend somehow got me to keep on it and do more videos. And yeah, that's how I started. Yeah, okay, sure. Then I'm probably a little bit too lucky. You probably have already watched Panna Cotta's videos though, right? I mean, I would go so far as to say that's more or less a must do if you want to get into that. Even though I didn't do it yet, but I'm going to do it after the stream. I just really wanted to go on the whole thing with as little knowledge as possible. I think it would be better to showcase how to learn stuff yourself if I didn't know it already. Yeah, if you made a rudimentary version of Punk, you are way past me. Yeah, I totally get that, Peter. To interact with people, that's the main reason many people I know stream. And many people that I know that stream because of interacting with people. But let me warn you, that's not an easy thing to have. To have a running conversation, you normally need around 10 people watching your stream at least. And even then you have long silent periods. So you probably want to have 20, 30, 40 viewers to have really steady conversations and interactions. And that's not an easy number to get to. So just as a heads up, as an early warning. As understandable it is that you want to have these interactions, they are really hard to get by. But the other thing is, of course, if you would game anyway and stream, you don't really lose anything. The most difficult part of streaming with few people is that you, even if nobody is talking to you and even if nobody is watching, you still have to talk and explain stuff for viewers who watch the stream later and for viewers which come new into the stream and you don't know yet. You can never know if those when those come in, and the most streaming softwares normally don't warn you directly if you get a new streamer. So you need to talk in order for them to stay and talk with you. That can be sometimes a little bit rough. You have the feeling to talk in the void. Oh, you already know something about bugs he is going to fix? Can you give us a list what's going to be fixed? Yeah, I have the funny feeling that the Pong script isn't really a good use case for the stuff I want to do with it. But what I like to have scripts and stuff for, and Pong would be one wonderful example for that, is to learn more about the language. Because I can look through the script and trying to understand the script and try to understand how you did certain stuff and learn with that. And that's actually one of the easiest possibilities, in my opinion, to learn the language. Just look through the stuff other people have already done. Okay, we're nearly there. When those crystal oscillators are through, we have only 5 more to go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I really would. Since I started streaming, if I go to a stream where with low viewer counters and the streamer isn't talking, I'm trying to get him into a conversation and see how he reacts then before I leave, because I know how taxing it can be to have the feeling to talk and to void. I understand that some streamers then just stop talking. I think I try to avoid that, but I'm pretty sure I do that too. If nobody is talking with me, it's I'm pretty sure pretty easy to get me quiet. So 5 more. That's 6. Well, we are there. Okay. So we're going to need modular frames. 50, but I want to have a little bit more because I always have some backup. That's enough motors. I have enough concrete. Going to need copper sheets. Let's go some more. We're going to take 1 full stack of screws and silica. Well, luckily for us, our last experiment was with silica, so we have this as well. Okay, that's everything. So that should allow us to build everything we're going to need. Come on. Yeah, that was an unnecessary route. Okay, let's get into our warp tunnel. Well, that's the way back. I didn't want to go back. I missed something. 1 second. Peter, yeah, I know that was holding me back for now. Sure. Don't have the energy to invest into streaming at the moment. And my focus is a bit off to game and interact at the same time. Yeah, I get this. It's not everybody's forte. Probably the right word. Troll, it was only a fun project to test out some stuff. Sure. I mean, isn't Ping like the hello world of game design? Like, if you don't know what to do and start with, you're going to do something like a Ping. Peter, to be honest, I started following you because I saw there was little interaction. I want to react on busy streams, but if I could leave some feedback to people, that out I will. I really appreciate that. I really do. It is a funny thing. So I like to have like or I like to watch streams with about 20 viewers around, because I think that's the sweet point. There's constant interaction, but the interaction isn't so fast that I even as viewer can't keep up, and I know the streamer has a chance to interact with me as well and keep up. That's really a difficult thing. Watching streamers who have 200, 300 viewers, that's just I bored to death doing that. I more prefer than to just watch the stream as a video and relax and not interact with them, because trying to interact with a chat that cramped is just impossible. So yeah, I really appreciate that you are interacting with me. Trollfaust. Well, the thing Pana told me, cause I asked what's the problem that you could not get the reference of the item in the input of the programmable splitter. You mean the codable splitter, right? Okay. I'm going to build the splitter here. That should give me enough plastics. Actually, will it? That's 1, 2, 3, 4 machines of 20 plastics. That's 100 plastic. Okay, maybe I should check the numbers overall. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So we need 30 plastic at the moment, 60 plastics altogether for 60 canisters per minute. But wait, for 120 canisters per minute, right? Yes. We're going to need 160 canisters. So we're going to need more. 30 more? No, that would be 180. So we need 15 more. So we're going to need 60, 75 plastics. Okay. So 75, that would mean we need 4 refineries for this plastic. That would be 80. That's enough. So yeah, doing it the splitter here will work just fine. Total splitter. That's not correct. Is it called a recipe? Yeah, that's actually an interesting point. So the function is there, but it didn't work, or is it a new function he is going to implement? And don't worry about your typos. You will for sure never have as many as I do. So, yeah, that's something he needs to change. How am I going to build this now? Oh, I know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build 2 on top. Hope this will work. And then we're going to select him and copy paste it. That should be 2 meters if I'm not totally wrong. Below. Yes, that's the right. Okay. Now we have to redo the belts. And Panacotta really needs to change to this clipping issue. That the splitter is moved around is a little bit problematic, I would say. Oh. Okay. So, wait. What have I done? That's not right. Right. What? Okay. Okay. But first, you used the splitters already, right? Do you know what's the issues with the inputs and outputs? They seems to be all mixed up. Yeah, that's all right. But okay, do you see the outputs from the splitter, right? At the input. So the input is to the side. The outputs are on the belts, which can't work. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is, should be the output. Let's see if it shouldn't be the input here on the orange side, because normally it's the different colored sides which has the output. and it doesn't seem to be in this case. So I'm really a little bit confused by this. Okay, but you get where I get my why I'm a little bit surprised. It seems the outputs are fine. Well, actually, it shows me an output here, but it shows me an output there as well on the model, right? And it shows me an input here. Okay. So, next thing is, where do I want to place the computer? I think I actually want to place the computer here. Let's see. I'm not going to build any more of those. I'm going to place it here. Okay. Computer case. That. Going to CPU again. And going to need RAM. And what I totally forgot is to build an EEPROM. So I hope I have everything I need for that. No, it's not in the workshop. I forgot how it was called. Craftbridge, right? Okay. EEPROM. Yeah. Oop. Oh. Doing it again. Well. Yeah, that's something he wanted to fix as well. That the EEPROM only needs one tick is a little bit, yeah, problematic. Okay. Now we have the ROM. Just going to copy the old code. I don't really know why. Network poll. actually. I think the poles are something I should have. So that would be 6, that would be 7. Okay. Oh, I missed some stuff again. Yeah, he remembered. What did I remember? It is there actually in 2 ways, but doesn't work. Yes, we had this. He stopped. Also, okay, yeah. And why it's turned the wrong way, I don't know. I placed mine first. Okay. Yeah. The one tick is so annoying. Yes, it is. It really is. Okay. Somehow thought I missed a lot more than I actually missed. Well, okay. So let's see. First of all, we're going to need first of all, we should name our splitter. That's always something you should do. Name out your components. So that's splitter. What's it? Nah, I'd call it refineries. I'm looking for a word which describes that I'm going to take away stuff from my main line. Take away sounds stupid though. So it's I don't know. If you find a word which describes what I mean, let me know. So, because I'm probably going to build the second splitter later on, back there, which does actually more or less the same than the first, but decides in which of those constructors the stuff will go. Okay. So we're going to need our main splitter. Let's call it ML. Find. That's where we're going to change the nick later on, though. Not go to need that anymore. Okay. So, oh, and there's a bug that you get multiple times the items back when you dismantle a network cable, which also should be fixed in the next one. Yeah, that seems to be good to be fixed. Do you know that space makes them two separate nicks? Yes, I do know. No, I do know. That's why it was so important to find a word to differentiate those splitters. Because otherwise I probably would have called him by the location where it is, so by the refineries. But I don't want to call it refineries in case that I have refineries somewhere in it, because I want to have the item type itself in the nick as well. At least as long as there's no way to find out what an item ID, what kind of machine an item ID is. Okay. So we're going to keep the while. Going to keep the while. Okay. Much better. So what are we going to need? So first of all, we need to have the splitter to output all plastics if he doesn't get any different commands. So let's look at the codable splitter. And okay, it has an input inventory. When it's empty, one item automatically gets transferred from the input to the inventory. Each output also has its own output inventory, where the code can move items from the input inventory into it. If the inventory is full, code cannot move any further item into the output inventory. Okay. I think I get that. Transfer item. So transfers the item to the output inventory of a given slot. Returns if it was able to oh, okay. If it was able to transfer the item, sure. That makes sense. Return the input item. Check if an item can transfer to a given port. We have a signal. Okay. So yeah, we can do that probably, maybe. Do I need that anymore? No, I don't need it. Okay. Event. Listen. How did that work? Hi, chicken. Well, we more or less just started. Till now, we just got the crystal oscillators we did need to do all the stuff. And I totally forgot how the listen thing was working. So, signals to an instance. Okay, so I need to listen to the MS. That way I get the signal if a new item gets dropped in. Yes, I'm trying to. Did you work with panna cotta on this mod as well? I didn't know that. So, okay. Then there's an issue. Or two. So I'm pretty sure I placed this splitter right. So that's the output, that's the input. Yes. But the model from the splitter says something different. Says that should be the input, and this 3 should be outputs. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is if you place a splitter on a belt, the output isn't actually on the belt, and it wants to connect both the input isn't on the belt, it wants to connect both outputs on the belts. So yeah, maybe. Okay, thanks. I mean, yeah, makes sense that it's a table, sure. But I haven't done anything with the table yet. What? Wait. Oh, right. Yeah, sure. You're totally right. On find component, it gives me a table. Is it though? I don't think that's a table. Okay, there's a table. Wait. Why is it a table? Is the proxy giving me a table? Really? Oh, cool. Any ETA to the next update, by the way? So let me check this. I need to learn that. Oh, basic concept. No, no. Address? Oh. Okay. What the? Where? Ah, there. Sure. Why is it a table though? I thought the component stuff isn't a table. Huh. I mean, I get the component. Oh, right. You can't, because you can give the component multiple IDs, so it gives it a table. Okay, okay, I got it. Okay, yeah. Sorry, but I need to understand that. That's why I'm trying to figure it out again. Even if you tell me, I'm trying to figure it out again for myself, to follow the logic behind it. Yeah, that's the thing with all the actors with the nick. That was sure, I understood that, but that's the fine component, and I didn't do the leap that if I can give a table to the proxy, that proxy needs to output a table as well. That's where I didn't make the leap. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, right. Oh, don't need that anymore then. Okay. So I need this loop anyways. So for now we can remove this. Okay, so in event, where do we have the events? I hope I do this right. As a request. That's right. Gives me timeout. Oh really? Um. Yeah. For I got let me think. This should be get members. Need to go. Nice day to you all. Somewhere else. Going to watch the rest later. Sure. Yeah, I'm glad to have had you here. And sure, see you later.
I can read.
That's all right. Okay, just going to need 20-second break or so. I'm back in a second. One moment. Okay, and I'm back. So, wait, no. Oh, right. That's how it's written, I think. And that's been actual. Okay. I hope this is right now. Should be alright. Print. And damn it. Okay, oh, you wrote it for me, thank you. What did I do wrong? Members! Okay. No. Oh, string roll. Add what? Did I do something wrong? What did? Attempt to call a string value. So, where? I went listen. Okay. Thanks. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's alright. Productivity? The splitter has a productivity member? What? Potential? Okay, there's some funny stuff in there. I mean, progress, productivity, really? Okay, by the way, I'm sure there's a way. The comment starts anywhere with a double hyphen, run until the end of the line. Also offers block comments, which starts with. Okay. So. Maybe, probably, but still, kinda have the feeling it shouldn't have. And actually, the base class. Okay, we have the building types, right? No. No, I wanted to go in the API. So, if I go look into here, we have the factory, which extends actors, and in the factory you get progress and so forth and so forth. And then you have the manufacturers extends factory, and yeah, it seems he made it from the factory. I don't know. So what I actually wanted to do is, first of all, I'm going to take an item. So I'm going to do an ms get input. And then we're going to push it to the output, right? And output. Inventory. Oh, transfer item, right. Then we should do an yeah, I think that well, most of people are going to be new to Lua. I had some experience with Luas like 15 years ago with Ragnarok Online, but there again I just copied a script and changed a pure variable, so I was never really into Lua. and I normally I don't code at all, so yeah, yeah, do that. So item. Oh, input probably gives you a table. Why? Welcome back. Why is the get input oh right no what? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I see your problem then. Because sure, that would give you the item, which is okay. So, but what I can actually do is I can go and get inventory, which is going to give me a table. And I can then output the first item on the table. That work? Effort, no, what? Really? Yet inventory wants to have an it really needs to update this. Because the problem is yeah, thanks you. Try. Oh, I see. Transfer the input item to the output item. Oh, I don't even have. Okay. Yeah, well, okay. That makes a lot more sense actually. and makes it a lot more easy. So I actually just need to do. Has he written? No. What? But actually, I don't need this anymore, I think, in that case. Does it give me something out now? No, it doesn't. But I have no clue which belt is which number. So that probably could be the reason why. So let's try 0. Because I really doubt this is 2. Yes! No. Not working. Okay. Yeah, I want to have it output in the middle. And well, I'm going to try it with 2. Even though this makes not much sense. Yeah, and it doesn't output. Why though? Okay, you know what? Just for testing purposes. Going to do some belt work. Okay, I can't connect that. Well, I have to live with it. Actually, what I might want to do is so I'm not doing the get inventory. I am going to do the hand transfer and output. And book. Does the can output needs anything given? Also the port. Okay. So actually just like that. Oh right, not just like that. Input. I want to have it known, of course. True. So it says this can output to 0. So let's place this 0 here. Let's see what happens. This can output to 0. It should output to 0, right? But it doesn't. Why doesn't it? Oh. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. But still, why does it give me a true then? still doesn't give me an output. Why? What am I doing wrong? Okay. Okay. Does the get inventory work? Because I have. So yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit weird. Get inventory. No. All right. Um. Okay, okay. Probably going to find what we're looking for here. Get factory connectors. Okay. container, but MS. Let's see. Factory connection. Yes. Okay. So now we should be able to total count of all items. Is connected. So now we could do is connected. Zero. Hmm. 2. Oh. 2 and 3 seems to be connected. 1 is not. Let's back 2 again. Okay. That's why item 1 works fine and goes to the middle output. In that case, let me try something. Didn't want to delete that. I was standing on that. Okay, so we deleted all belts. Okay. So, plastic and no splitter. I know it doesn't actually matter, but just for plastic, please. Yeah. Okay. Now let's reconnect those. and see what happens. I think maybe because I left the belt before that. Maybe there was a problem there. By the way, interesting. Actor. Wait, what? Again. Actor, component, proxy, component, find component, splitter. One on actor, component, proxy, component, find component. Really? Huh, that's interesting, yeah. The snap-on belt? Well, oh, right. Yeah, I see what you... Well, yeah, we will try. Okay. Well, that didn't go as expected. Good afternoon, Mjolnir. You're right on point to see a crash. But I guess the crash here and then is with a mod like that expected. Okay. Yeah, we have some problems to move items in the splitter. And as far as we see, the code seems to be right. But yeah, we're not really sure where the problem is at the moment. Let's see how much we lost. I'm not sure when the last save was. I mean, I have a save interval for 5 minutes, so can't be that far long ago. And we will see. Oh, okay. So we are here. Pretty sure that's already the new one. Yes, it is. Do you know why I know that it is? Because I have never connected it. Which actually could be also the reason of the crash, by the way. Let's see. Oh no. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like this at all. Huh. I wonder why though. There isn't a real reason why it should crash suddenly. Is there? Need to look into that real. Uh. Yeah, okay. Thanks for the info. I thought as much. Well, actually, Chicken already told us as much that there's a problem with the model. Okay. So why is it crashing? You know what? I did write the plastic capital. I wonder if that made it crash. If that made it crash, that should be a bug report. Nope, that's not the reason. Oh, where's this crash suddenly coming? Where is that crash suddenly coming from? I mean, we didn't have a crash earlier. With the same code. I have no hard drive in it, so it can't try to read any old old variables or stuff like that. I do a clear listen or listen clear all to, so it can't try to listen to the splitter, which doesn't exist anymore. Well, actually, I guess there might be. I wonder if that would fix it. Okay, so let's try something else. I don't want to lose that code though. Huh. I wonder if I got the component items back as well. We will see. Computer class. CPU. Yeah. It. Year 1. RAM. Okay. So that's interesting. That's even more interesting. Oh well, yeah, sure. So yeah, well, it kind of makes sense that the code is still on the EEPROM. Okay. It's working. It's working. Okay. Yeah, well, we had some crashes. I did rebuild the computer and it seems it isn't crashing anymore. And even more interesting is I checked the factory connection too. Before I rebuilt the splitter, factory connection 2 wasn't connected, now it is. And as you can see, it's now outputting the plastic as well. So it's working. Yes, this code was saved on the EEPROM. Which makes kind of sense actually. So yeah, I just did need to rebuild the splitter, and I did rebuild it not on a belt. So I deleted the belt altogether before rebuilding it, and that way it did work. I guess probably because I didn't rebuild the belt delete the belt beforehand last time, it did connect in a weird way to the belt. Oh yeah, we had 3 more crashes. So the first crash I thought might have been because I didn't rebuild the network. The second crash I thought was maybe because this time I didn't capitalize the first letter on the NICs. So that might be, and then even after I changed that, it still crashed, and then I rebuilt the computer and now it's working. And it's working really well, even with the transfer. So we actually don't need any of this anymore. So the next thing what I can do here now is a listen dot get item. Was that the item request? Item that is capitalized. Yes. Item request 0. That way we should just make sure that it doesn't loop over and over again. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah. No, still? Shouldn't that work like that? Oh. Wait. Not listen. Event. I think like that. No, damn it. Yeah, it's totally. I mean, if he's trying to implement a programming language into a game, so there is some crashes and some early bugs expected. I think everybody who doesn't get this is just, I don't know. All right. that's what we did need to do. Wait for a signal queue. So can I listen for specific here? Yeah, I did this all wrong. I got that. Pull like that. That actually should just work like that. Let's see. E is a string, the name of the return signal. And S is the component signal sender, so from where the signal is coming from. And that one we doesn't need. So I'm not sure why he writes test here. Oh, right, that's that. Okay, sure. So, but what I actually do want to have for now is, let's do something like that. That should actually work, and print E. Item request, item request, item request. Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay. Yeah, so it's ready to. Oh, actually. Right, I forgot. Ah. No, we let it like that. Okay. So there was just to check that we only get the item request. We could actually check that it's only do the transfer if it really is an item request, but I guess the splitter doesn't have any other signal than the item request. Wait, what? No, event pull. Yes. Yes, and then there are people on Discord who didn't even watch the first video of Bonacotta and asked for help how to set nicknames for the script. Yeah, not even when they are told to watch it from like 3 people. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, but I really didn't want to do that for the first 2 streams. That's actually something I'm going to say again at the end of the stream, or maybe I could do an interlude now and do one at the end of the stream. So for everybody who doesn't already know it, Panacotta is the creator of the mod, and he did actually do some great tutorial videos on the subject. So that's something you should watch if you want to learn how to program the mod and how to work with the mod. Probably that should even be the first step. I didn't want to do it because I wanted to show you how to learn the language on itself. But here you see that's his YouTube page, and he has those really good tutorial. So it's basically the basic, the advanced, and the screen on GPUs. Everything else, that's his videos, how he programmed it, and so far. For a beginner, probably not so important. So, yeah, that's something you should do for sure. And like I said, I going to watch it after the stream, but I did want to go into it as a total noob. So, okay. Next step, connecting belts. Okay. MK Fortress. What? What? Oh. Wrong machine. Okay. This needs to be Mark IV lift as well. What is that? And that needs to be Mark IV. All Mark IV, please. I need the speed. Mark IV belt. Okay. This I get I didn't get enough reinforced iron beams. Yeah, okay, that's really annoying, but absolutely not surprising. People, there are just a lot of people who just expect that everybody is going to drop everything they are doing, just going to help them because they need help. Yeah, I mean, Panacotta's videos are really good. I did watch like 2 minutes and was already like, yeah, well, that would make the streams a lot shorter. I think I wouldn't have learned so much because I would copy more. But as soon as you understand the basics, you really should watch them. Absolutely. Wait a sec. Where's my other Dora? My other explorer is moving. Ah, okay. Yeah. When you if you run a Minecraft server, I'm sure you will know exactly what I mean. What? What? Wait. Why? That's no screws. And that shouldn't be screws. I don't know what I meant here. Yeah, I didn't do those as dispensers because I did want to have the bigger inventory, but the dispensers actually increased the inventory size, so I really should change this to dispensers as well. Let me fix the not moving explorer real quick. Well, I guess that's the moving one. Hi, Casper. I'm pretty sure it's control click. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's control. What are you doing here? Well, let's fuel you up. And move out of your way. So you can teleport back to your route. Can I? Might be. It's my pinky finger. That's the part I really need to know. So, and we are back. Um, 30. Okay, that doesn't work. So, okay. So we know that one is the middle one. So let's check 0. And yes, 0 is transferring to us. Perfect. So, okay. The next thing we're going to need to do is going to how am I doing that next part? So I can check either the constructors or the refineries themselves. And I guess the refineries themselves actually makes more sense. So we're going to do that, I guess. Because if the refineries are full, the constructors can just stop. That's fine. So we need to connect the refineries to the network. Okay. Name them. Refinery. Well, actually, maybe we should okay, that should be okay. Come on. Okay, and second one the same. I think I don't need to make a distinction between those two. Okay. So refineries. Oh, empty canister. There we are. Okay. Oh wow. Hold control to move all items of the drag type. I click control with the pinky finger knuckle. Pinky finger knuckle. No, I just press both with the finger. Or the bottom of it. Yeah, I kinda get that, I think. Not to hate, but your aim sucks. Or at least it's weird. I have a terrible aim. My aim is the reason why I don't like to play competitive first person shooters. So no question there, you're totally right. So what do I want to do though? I'm going to do an if. If refinery is 1, Okay. I not need to the API. There we are. Get location, get power connectors, get inventories. Okay. So get inventories. I hope I'm doing that right now. Well, actually, let's try it with a print first. Gives me table. Sure. That was actually expected, I guess. That gives me just inventory. I don't know if it's the input or output, but that's easy to figure out. Give me at least a few seconds to figure this stuff out. I could have guessed actually that it's going to give me a list. Okay. So the next thing would be from the inventory. I need to know how full it is. There was a function for that. Oh! Well, that's easier. Okay. So I just need to do that, I guess. Seems to work just fine. Okay. So now I have the input inventory, which I actually did want to have. Next thing I want to know is the size of the inventory, though. Probably here. Item stack, get item count. Total count of all item amounts. Yeah, that's the one. And I think that should be something like that. What? 5100? Why is it saying 5100? Oh, because it's two inventories. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Did you do that game crash this time? Get inventories will return a list as a table. Yeah, sure. Counts the fluid too. It counts the fluid in a funny way, I have to say. But it gives me. No, that's cubic meters of the fuel and then the items behind this, and it gives me that as a string or an integer, as an integer. Oh, no, you're probably right. Yeah, oh, totally right. It's in one integer, but it's both inventories together. Okay. So what we so we're going to take the get inventories then, and we're just going to need to figure out which one is the right inventory. So that seems to be an output. Really? It still gives me... So, if that is, gives me both inventories combined. Oh god. Yeah, you're totally right. It's going to be liters. That's why it's 50,000 liters. And then 100 items. But I do have a problem if I can't separate them. That's probably that one. Get stack. Int index. Okay, now let's try this. So, okay, first of all, we can move to the input inventories again. I somewhat prefer that, and then can do get stack. Get stack. That's right. Guess so. No. Not have. This gives me an inventory. Yeah. Oh, the string value. What are the values then? Why is it? What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Does that work with that combination? No, it doesn't. I feared so. Okay. So item stacks at the given slots inventory. This gives me an item stack. What can I do with an item stack? Oh, just a count? Okay. Okay, okay, wonderful. Thanks. Um, yeah, that works. That's wonderful. Okay. Left side menu on the docks. What? Right side. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Item 6. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Thanks. I could have seen that. Okay. But this gives me in the stacks now. So now I can say if refineries is bigger than 20. Right. So then I think, what does it do? Lure. Come on. If then else, yes. If then, okay. Then we're going to set full to 1. For that, we're going to set full to 0 actually. Okay. Else binary 2. Do I have to need an else? No, but I do have to need and. Okay, so and I need to just for my readability. Okay. So that should tell it if any of those have more than 20 items in it. Oh no, I need to know if both have at least 20 items in it. Okay, so I need to change this around. So if one of them is lower than 20, so if that is smaller than 20, then set full to 0. Do the same thing here, full to 0, and we're going to start with full at 1. Okay. So now we have set those. And we can do Oh, actually, we can do this in line here. Make it a little bit more streamlined. What? Yeah, probably I could do something like that. That's too complicated for me. I'm sorry. Let me get that work first. Then I'm going to have a look at your code again to see if I can get it more streamlined. But first of all, I can for sure do something here. So, so if that doesn't actually. Alright. If that refinery is... I'm stewed with this logic at the moment. Damn it, what's happening to me? I'm pretty sure I don't need a variable here. So, if the refinery has more than 20 items, check the other one. If the other one has more than... Wait, if it has less than 20 items, it's going to need the pull anyway. So, if it have less than 20 items, we can do an transfer right here, right then. Okay. Else, if the other have less than 20 items, then we're going to do a transfer there. And then we have one more else here. Else. So if both are negative, then we're going to have a transfer item 1. So that should be the center line. And then we're going to wait for the pull and redo that. Oh, okay. And I see... Yeah, I understand your code now. What I'm a little bit fearful is that if something ever happens and I have a full inventory but have deleted the triggers, like because I restarted it and then said ignore all triggers or something like that, and don't have any trigger on state, I still want to have it to move the first item to make sure that it's going to move the items. That's why I did place the pull at the end. I'm not sure if that's really necessary, but yeah, somehow I think that might be a smart thing to do. So, And it is probably working, or not. So I'm getting items here. Are the refineries empty? I guess so. Actually not. The refineries have over 60 items, so actually... Oh! Wait, what's happening here? So, for some reason, did I mix 1 and 0 up from the outputs? Did I need to change this around? Probably. No, 1 was the center output, right? So, by the way, else if condition then, and is the syntax for else if. Oh, so there's an S of, okay, yeah. But first I want to see that working. Why? Now it isn't outputting at all anymore. Why? Okay. If okay, else if, yes. Else if, okay. So, I can do that, and then I can do that. So, if the first refinery has less than 20 items, then no, I want to get the stuff for the refineries. If the second refineries have less than 20 items, I want it for that. And if not, I want to have it in the middle output. So that's the way it is. It needs to be. So, but now our refineries have more than 20 items, so we shouldn't get plastic anymore. But we do. You see here, there's plastic coming this line. So that's clearly wrong. So there might be something wrong with that. Let's see. Gives me full stacks. Is it a problem with the missing space here? I don't get it. I totally don't get it. Oh, I get it. I'm sorry. I did start even for the ifs with a transfer to this production line, so that couldn't work. So now everything is going to the middle, and we have a work system. Yeah, sure. That kinda makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Should have seen that one earlier. Okay. So I guess we have something like working system here. So at the moment that's still full, but it shouldn't get any plus. Actually, let's empty those out. I would like to see it working. Well, that could need a while. Actually, I could accelerate it. Then empty those out. We empty those out as well. Not going to empty this out. Going to need to wait 2 minutes. I guess that's actually, why not? So one is empty. That should be enough. Yes, and we get plastic again. Let's empty the other ones. Well. And there our plastic comes. So the only thing which I hope we can do, but we should actually speed those belts up as well. And well, we added forklift. How is that connected, by the way? Oh, it's disconnected somehow. I don't get it. So yeah, we're close to the 20. We are over the 20 on that one. So we don't get any plastic anymore. Wonderful. all working. So I hope those are not full. No, not even close. That's alright. That's alright. So they're going to empty it out, give us a small buffer. That way, so we're going to be around between 20 and 40, I guess between 20 and 50 canister, which is actually a good number. So it will never be full, it will never be empty. It's working! We did something useful in just 2 streams. I'm kinda surprised that we got that far that fast, actually. I really like it. I mean, don't need the print anymore, so let's get rid of that. But if I let the computer running and I restart my game, the computer keeps running, right? Unless, of course, we suddenly have a network cable not connecting anymore, so. So basically with that code we just did, you can do real complex machines. You can move stuff wherever it is needed, and only if it's needed. I have so many ideas for that. I do actually have so many ideas for that. Yeah, there will be a time where I redo my factory. I like that so much that is working now. I'm a little bit giddy. Yeah, that's the thing. I have some logics now. I know how I can read an inventory. I know how I can set a splitter, and everything else is just well, write it. I just need to figure out where do I want to have the stuff, and I can route it however I want. And that's the next thing isn't really that I do need additional knowledge for programming. That just logic of the facility. Yeah, sure. That's with the cable. That's an issue. But I guess there's a high possibility that that one is going to be fixed next update, I hope. What the? This thing really isn't working. Starting to getting annoyed. Okay. One more time, good feeling. Yes, thank you. somehow I missed some accelerators. Normally I'm not that slow up here. Okay. So sure. So I have this floor where I just manage my ratios for the floors upstairs. So the way I'm doing it at the moment is I have those adjustable splitters, and I set the ratios the floor needs to produce anything. So that way I make sure that that I never have too much of any item. And then I limit the max throughput with an item toggle to make sure that there are more items than needed. And the whole thing goes up to the production line on one belt and gets sorted with smart splitters upstairs. So that's how I'm doing it at the moment. But I guess with the codable splitter I could redo all of this. I could always... Yeah, yes, actually I could do a splitter here for each line needed up there, and I have one computer for each room. And could have a computer monitoring each room, because I have already going a belt to each room, so that would actually work pretty well, I guess. And then I don't need the ratio mergers anymore. I don't need the item toggle anymore. Can all do this with just one smart. But actually, no, I guess I'm going to wait. I know Panna Cotta is doing a codable merger as well, so I'm going to wait for that, because instead of if I want to get 3 items upstairs, instead of doing 3 codable splitters with one merger, I can do just one merger. That would make it a lot more easy. Yeah. I actually don't even really get so much more from that. I mean, I wouldn't need the item throttle anymore. But I still have the same amount of merger. The main advantage is that I don't need to set the ratios anymore, because I can do just the same thing I just did with the plastic, and set it so that I get the items I need when I need them. Oh, this could get pretty complicated, actually. Oh, damn it. Do I really want to do that? I'm just thinking about going to the 3rd floor. That could get mighty complicated, actually. So if I want to do that floor, I couldn't just say, okay, if the manufacturer, which is the main thing in here, if the manufacturer needs that, send me those items. That wouldn't work. So I would need to set the manufacturer and connect each and every machine in here and set the manufacturer so that when the manufacturer don't need modular frames, the modular frames machine need to stop. And I actually can only do that if I can set the machines to standby. I could do it with the power pole, but I don't want to. And the standby function is something Panna Cotta is working on at the moment. Again. So, yeah. That will work for the moment. I mean, it's working wonderful at the moment, I think. I have no full lines, everything is moving. I really like this factory. But I would love to make it better. Yeah, kinda. I mean, I can check which items on the manufacturers and stuff. Actually, is there really no way to check which item? I want to check something. I mean, yeah, probably. I get the inventory. I can get an inventory, right? Yeah, well, I'm just going to wait for the patch. Anyway. By the way, I just remember I did ask Chicken if we have an ETA for the patch. I didn't. Did he ever answer? No, he didn't. Bad Chicken. Okay. So, what is next? You could make what as modular as possible. What? If you could make it as modular as possible, so you and maybe others, if you shared, can adopt it easily for different machines. Oh, you mean what I just did with the splitter? Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, I think we will do that. That's actually a really, really smart idea. That's not supposed to happen. kinda stuck. Yeah, I understand. Well, okay. Yeah, I think that's actually the smart thing. I think the next thing we're going to do is change the code so that the amount of machines doesn't matter. So we're going to do a for loop. Did I start the game? Got started double. Okay. Yeah. So we should do it with an if loop. I mean, I did it now with only 2 machines, and I just did the did it with an else if. I guess I should do it with a for loop to have it more modular, and then we could share the code. Maybe do something a good coder should always do, write commentaries or so. Was hey, so we didn't only got a useful application of the mod out of the stream today. We're going to get a shareable code. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. Will the Hyperloop work this time? I have never not working it today. It's just 2 times in a row. Okay, there we go. Your storage monitor is far from perfect, but quite good, I would say so to myself. That's the code you shared? Your scripts. Perforce. Power. Perforce. Power monitor. Perforce. Storage monitor. The more storage, the more RAM you need. For example, if you have 30 containers and 2 RAMs. I'm sorry. A large screen with the next storage screen. All containers network should have the next storage. Yeah. I want to do such monitor things a lot as well, but I want to do them mainly for my machines. But for the storage as well. Probably I'm going to use your storage script for my storage then as well. I mean, why do a new one if you have already a finished one, right? Okay. So let's redo this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 4. I'm really not good with those 4 things. In pairs. I think, I hope, do actually, you know what, let me save this to a notepad real quick. What? Just so I have it in case. So do see and something else. And then we're going to I need this line. Okay, and then we're going to do a transfer to the center line after the 4, because actually, if I'm not totally wrong, it's going to send it to the plastic line, to the refinery line, and then it's going to send it again to the center line, but that probably won't be able, so it will just be skipped, right? I don't like this. That looks just like dirty coding. So that's just fine. That's perfect, I think. I know. I think should be okay. That's a good lesson. That's actually a really good lesson to learn early. Okay, so to everybody who didn't read the chat, Trollfaust just said he learned the lesson that if the game crashes, it auto-copies the crash report in your clipboard. So make sure to don't save your code in your clipboard, because if the game crashes, it will be gone. If you want to make an update for your storage thing, maybe make one with an hard drive to lessen the RAM need. But that should work, shouldn't it? Let's try it. No, it doesn't. Where does it not? Attempt to call a string value. Where? Oh. I don't get it. Oh, right. If full, probably like that. Yes. Thank you for the tip. So we're getting items, we're getting items, we're getting items. That's actually expected. The biggest question is if that gets full again, we move to the center line again. We will going to need to wait for that. Actually, I probably can accelerate it a little bit by setting those on standby. I get that way we can get a small stock or to switch it on again. Yeah. I have the feeling, Troll, that you are a little bit lagging behind. Because the full equal 0 I did for, well, now 2 minutes ago. I mean, you're totally right with your solution. But, yeah, just have the feeling we have a little bit time lag problems there. That's full. We shouldn't get any more plastic now. Well, we don't get any plastic at all. That's can happen. Okay. It's stopping. It's not working. Why is it not working? Where no. Here's the error. Okay. Now it should be working. Yes. And in just a little bit. Well, actually not. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. 4 is equal what? Oh yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, what I just changed. I guess you saw it earlier than me. Okay. So that one is working as well now. All the machines. This, I think that's a little bit more readable. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. So we don't need this at all anymore. There's nothing we need to change on that. Well, welcome back. You should say goodbye if you're just away for keyboard anyway, so that's alright. But yeah, glad to have you back. So our code is actually working. I just changed the for else's to an force loop, to a for loop, to make it a little bit more future proof. And we were thinking about sharing this code snippet actually. That's and I just wanted to do some commentary. I just thinking, but I think really there is anything else we need. You might need to, well, no, there is. So here. Okay. If no machines need material. Not lane, let's write belt. No, output. Output 1 or 2, by the way? Oh, right. Thanks. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think that's all there's to do. Still working. Seems everything is working. So I would say let's do a paste bin. Do I have lure? Yes, I have lure. Yes, the in-pair statements really are a little bit, I don't know, but maybe I would even say stupid. I still don't understand why you have to write in pairs. I don't know. By now I understand those, but I don't really get what in pairs mean. I mean, I get that some has something to do that it's going to the refineries and get the refineries back, but well, actually, you know what? Let's see if we can find the answer to that. We need a generic for I pairs. What? Interesting. So that says it isn't in pairs. Oh no. That what? The generic loop allows you to transfer all value returned by iteration. We have already seen example of the generic for. For each step in the code, I gets an index, sure, while V gets the value associated with that index. Sure. A similar example shows how we transfers all keys of the table. Okay, in pairs you print pairs. You print. Despite the apparent simplicity, the generic for is powerful. Proper iteration, thus we can transfer almost anything and do it in a readable fashion. The standard libraries provide for iterators, which allows us use to iterate over the lines of a file. The pairs in a table. Got it. The words in a string, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that has to do with the pairs of a table. And a table has always two columns, two pairs. So you have always like an Sunday is equal 1, Monday is equal 2. So this is a pair. And that's why it's in pairs, because it's going through the table. Got it. Okay. I understand now. Wait. I wanted to post this. Okay. So, but let me think. Any more you want me to do on this stream today? Because actually, otherwise, I think it's a pretty good time to cut. I don't think there's any sense for well, I could do maybe 1 more hour or so, but I don't think there's any reason to start a new project for an hour. Again, unless you have any good idea. Okay. Then thank you all for tuning in. I always appreciate it. I'm not totally sure if we're going to do a stream next Saturday. It probably depends if we have the new update. But I'm not totally sure. Even without the update, there is a possibility that I'm going to do a stream. So just so you know, but I will announce it at least a day earlier. And again, like I said in the middle somewhere, have a look at Panacotta's YouTube site and watch the tutorials. They are extremely helpful. I will do the same. So from here on out, I will expect that my viewers do know the information's in there. So just that you wonder where I got some new insights into coding or stuff like that. That's probably from watching those videos. And again, thank you for watching, and see you around next week or so. And have fun gaming. Bye bye.